don't know, guys, you remember Skye Frank? She sent the guy, she scammed a guy out of $75 and all he wanted was a shirt for his kid. And, we went through these messages where she asked for his tax return, and all that. And he was in the comment section. He said, "Hey, Henry, good. Thank you for covering my text messages, but you forgot a key element, or let me tell you my story." I said, "Okay, well, what's your story?" He said, "I'll do a video." So here is my guy doing his video right here, and let's go.
So I figured I should do a follow-up video because I sent Henry a huge email. I tried to make it as straightforward and like as short as I could, but it's kind of a long story. So I figured I should just do a follow-up video about like how everything went down and like the full story
Now, he's not a YouTuber, so don't try to come at him for the sound or him having background music. He just, hey, I just want to get that out.
Saying that Henry didn't get the full story, I mean, he got 70 screenshots, but it's a few key points that were left out. So basically, let me just start off real quick by just making sure everyone knows I was never like into that whole actor thing. Like, I didn't know about any of the scams. I didn't know about Karen Ashley. I didn't know about anything to do with the actors. I mean, I knew there was a Power Morphicon, but man, I grew up poor and like I didn't have the best childhood relationship with my dad growing up. So like, Power Morphicon was something that I was never interested in. Like, I was just a fan of the show, right? And anytime I heard about stuff about the original 3 leaving, and like the pay differences and whatever, or they didn't get paid enough, whatever, I just ignored that because it really just hurt the show for me. Like I said, I didn't have a good childhood growing up, so most days Power Rangers was the only thing that I had to look up to. So with that being said, I'm kind of just explaining how I got to reach out to Skye. So basically, in 2022, in February, I came across an ad where Austin St. John and David Fielding was coming to Fairfield, Ohio. And they were doing a meet and greet, and my son's birthday is in February, so I wanted him to go do that for his birthday. Long story short, I'm not able to make it because of work, so I called my dad, because even though we didn't have a great relationship growing up, when I had kids, a lot of things changed. We got a little bit closer. I wouldn't say we were really close, but the relationship was a lot better. But I asked him, "Hey, can you take Jake for his birthday to go meet Austin St. John and the guy that plays Zordon?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, of course, obviously, because, sorry, I got to move the camera a little bit."
So this started, he has a son. We established that. Remember, he reached out to Skye and said, "I want a shirt for my son." He's a JDF fan. All right. And my man is in the chat right here. Chef D-Rock. Right there.
He knows how much I love Power Rangers. I grew up on it. He's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take him." Well, basically, I mean, you've seen what Henry said. He charged me $250 for a framed autograph. It wasn't a great experience. He barely spoke any words to my son. And then I wouldn't say it was the exact same with David Fielding, and I'm not going to act like I know what was said or how it was, but basically what my dad said from what my son said, it wasn't a great experience for either one of them. I would say Austin St. John, he complained about a lot more. So, he felt really disappointed by that, and so did I.
Hell yeah. Look, guys. You paid $250 for an autograph of something, a framed autograph, and the experience is lackluster. Yo, I would be livid. If I'm giving you hey, that better include a selfie. That better include some extra autographs. You better tell me something. Don't just sign my stuff and be like, "Thanks for coming out. Have a good day." I'll be livid. But this is the world we live in, where people, maybe they just accustomed to it. I'm not accustomed to it. Shit. When Eric dropped 50 memberships, the stream stops. I make sure I thank them, make sure everyone else thank them. Same with pretty much everyone that donates. But some people just like, shit, thanks, have a good day, which is horrible. Horrible.
Now, I've always been a Jason David Frank fan. Tommy fan, so I knew a little bit of Tommy's actor, how he did MMA and how he was a really nice guy. You hear the rumors about JDF. You don't hear rumors about ASJ, which, Brent, this is a shot at you, by the way. That speaks words for itself of why JDF was better than ASJ. You don't hear the shit about ASJ other than negative. All you hear is good shit about JDF. But that's neither here nor there. That's more of just like a fuck you to Brent. But anyway, before I get sidetracked, so it left a bad taste in me.
Did he just threaten Brent with violence?
How dare you speak to me that way? Are you threatening me with violence?
Oh, Brent just catching strays out the gate. Like, damn, look, man. Let's go back a little bit because low key, I didn't watch. I was like, look, I'm gonna react to it live, man. And sometimes I love to just have a nice reaction.
SJ, which, Brent, this is a shot at you, by the way. That speaks words for itself of why JDF was better than ASJ. You don't hear the shit about ASJ other than negative. All you hear is good shit about JDF. But that's neither here nor there. That's more of just like a fuck you to Brent. But anyway, before I get sidetracked, so it left a bad taste in my mouth, right? So
let me.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. That's more of just like a fuck you to Brent. But anyway, before I get sidetracked, so it left a bad taste in my mouth, right? So we decided to start looking around for a place where we could meet another person like Jason David Frank or someone who would make the experience worth it. And lo and behold, Jason David Frank was supposed to come to Indiana. We live in Ohio, so we're really close to there. And we were gonna go and meet Jason David Frank in Indiana, but again, I wasn't able to make it because of work. I had just got back to culinary from going through a rough patch from the pandemic. I went through a homeless spew for a minute there because I lost my apartment because of the pandemic, and just a big long story. Anyways, we couldn't make it. My dad couldn't make it that time. I was gonna have my dad. I asked my dad to take him to that one too. For whatever reason, I don't remember, he couldn't make it, but I was like, look, we'll figure it out. We're gonna go meet someone else if we have to go to Power Morphicon for 2022. So me and him sat down and we started looking at Power Morphicon and like all the things that you get to do and the people that go, and we all know JDF was always there. And how much it was. I had no idea how expensive it was going to be. I knew it was going to be expensive, but I had no idea how expensive Power Morphicon could be. So, and I saw...
Guys, Power Morphicon is probably the most expensive Power Ranger event to go to. From entry to hotel to prices at Power Morphicon. It is the Super Bowl of Power Rangers events. So because of that, everything it costs more. You would think that, hey, everyone come together, we're going to lower our prices. No. Everyone come together, prices are sky high. But if you got money, shit, who cares about the price?
It's not like I include my son in my finances, but he knows that I'm not rich. So when he saw the price tag on the Power Morphicon, he was like, he understood that we couldn't make it to 2022 because this is like March or even April of 2022. 1 second.
You got the pinky up, player. I see you. yo.
So I said, hey.
Yo. He's sipping something and chasing it with beer. You know what I'm saying?
Power Morphicon is every 2 years. Well, let's do 2024. We'll go to Power Morphicon 2024. Jason David Frank will be there, and some of your other favorites like David Yost and Johnny Young Bosch. I mean, all the negative stuff that I've seen on Henry's channel lately, I've seen nothing negative about Johnny Young Bosch.
True.
So that's probably someone on.
Guys, it's really nothing negative about Johnny Young Bosch. I don't know what people. I know someone's supposed to give me all these clips. It was like, can you do a Johnny Young Bosch stream? I was like, yeah, give me all the clips. I ain't heard from him since. And my man drinking whiskey.
Honestly, the only person that we're still interested in meeting, other than maybe a handful of others, but that's neither here nor there. But we were going to shoot for 2024 and we started saving, but a couple months later in 2022, my dad, I don't know if I'm doing the recording on my phone. I don't know if anyone can read that. See if it'll focus in. If not,
it looked like his father passed sometime in October 28th, 2022, right before JDF.
Basically, it's October 28th, 2022. My dad self-deleted too. So a little bit less. less than a month before JDF, and that was like really devastating. Like I said, I didn't have a great childhood growing up. Power Rangers was the most thing that I had to look up to most of the time. Jason David Frank's character Tommy like made me who I am. So having to go through that, losing your hero directly after your dad, that you've.
Yeah, that is tough. That is tough, guys. Low key, you like, damn, because you losing two people. You losing the person you look up to, and losing maybe your father, and you only get one father in life. One.
Just for the last couple of years since you had kids, actually had a good relationship with. It was rough, and not only that, my grandmother who raised me most of my life. I'm not saying anything else, but she was much a part of the raising me. She passed away in 2021. So about a year before him, and then a year before her, my mom died in 2020. So I lost my mom, my grandma, and my dad, and then my hero, like all like that. So it was just a rough patch for us. My son started misbehaving in school a little bit, and then at home, and having lash outs and stuff. So I was trying anything that I could to find one of his favorite Rangers that he could meet, like David Yost or Jason Font or Adam.
Yeah, man. The music is on in the background. Somebody boot scooting in the background, maybe. But where he's about to go to is when you got a child that's acting out, you want to find something that can get them to act right without you putting your hands on them.
Johnny Young Bosch, just anyone. And I'm on Facebook groups. I reactivated my Facebook to get on groups to look for Rangers that were coming in the area, someone that we could meet. So I come across Jason David Frank fan page that said that, hey, Skye Frank is selling merchandise. And I'm like, oh, Skye Frank, I didn't even know he had kids or whatever. So I see on the comments people had bought some shirts and stuff. I didn't just reach out to her hey, I want to buy merch. I literally saw a post in a group that shared her post of her selling stuff, and I reached out and was like, hey, do you still have merch or whatever? And that's when you see the start of the conversations. Now, this is where I need to start clearing stuff up. The whole time.
Now, I can't do nothing about the music, guys. I can't do nothing about the music. I'm sure the next time he record a video, he damn, I'm not having no music in the background. But the music is there to soothe this child. So, hey, you got to do what you got to do. Hey, I got to soothe my child for 10 minutes, and I got to make this video.
From September until October, I didn't know anything about her scamming or him having kids or anything like that. I just thought she's selling merch because her dad passed, and I know that Power Ranger actors were never paid the best. Not saying that he wasn't well off, but when people pass, trust me, I seen it with my own dad. Things start flying. All my dad's cars, all my dad's valuables were gone within a month of his passing.
Now, when we get to the Skye Frank text messages, she's going to talk about that and what Tammy was doing with the money. And you look, man, I'm telling you, Skye has to be one of the fakest people out there. You see her record promo with Tammy, only to just go behind her back and accuse her of all sorts of crazy ish.
And this is almost a year after Jason David Frank passed, because you can see the thumb. It's September 2023. So I reached out, whatever. And in November, when I sent her that message, hey, I think you're actually scamming me. I'm starting to think you're not going to send the shirt. It was because I started seeing Henry's videos. So because I was watching all this JDF stuff and watching Power Rangers and the tributes to Jason David Frank, because I was upset about losing my hero, I started seeing Francis's videos and Henry's video.
Yo, the YouTube algorithm, man, will find your audience for you guys. If you want to be a content creator, just keep putting out content. They will create the audience for you. So he's looking up stuff on JDF, on YouTube, and YouTube, next thing you know, start putting Skye content in his algorithm. And then from the Skye and JDF content, he find me, he find Francis, he found the community, he found the Resilient Army. even bigger content creators like Hawkalee's be up in this joint. You know what I'm saying? Hawkalee's way bigger than me, guys. Way bigger, like way better content than me.
And if you go back to any video that Francis did or Henry did about Skye or the scams or Jacob or any of that stuff.
All right, so to go back before we were
This video.
He's talking about how he came across the content. And the reason he came across the content is because he was on YouTube and seeing all this. So let's continue.
Whatever. And in November, when I sent her that message, like, hey, I think you're actually scamming me. I'm starting to think you're not going to send the shirt. It was because I started seeing Henry's videos. So because I was watching all this JDF stuff and watching Power Rangers and the tributes to Jason David Frank, because I was upset about losing my hero, I started seeing Francis's videos and Henry's videos. And if you go back to any video that Francis did or Henry did about Skye or the scams or Jacob or any of that stuff, I am in those comments saying, hey, Henry, I have screenshots for you. I knew she ripped me off from, the first 2 months. The first month, I knew she was ripping me off. But after watching all of his videos and all of her accusations of her saying, she scams people and she's actually homeless and all this stuff, I started thinking, the same thing with the guy that did the OnlyFans thing on her. It's not that I was going undercover, but I was like, okay, like I said, I'm not a big technology guy. Like, I usually only use Facebook, and I'm mainly just scrolling memes. So I had no idea how to find Henry's email. So I'm in the comments saying, hey, Henry, I got screenshots for you. Here's my email. Email me so I can just reply and send you the screenshots. Henry just kept deleting my email, which I'm not saying I'm mad at him for or anything like that.
Guys, if you put a link to any.com in the chat, the community section, if you're not a member, it's just going to get sequestered. So, and sometimes I'll just delete it. Like, I do not read the comment section. I read the first comment and then that's it.
It's my own dumbass fault. I don't know how to work fucking technology in my phone that I'm literally recording on right now. But I couldn't find his email, and he kept deleting my email to, I guess, protect my privacy. So, I just kept dragging it on. How many times is she going to ask me for money? And I kept making it seem like that I was understanding whatever. And eventually, once I found his email, I was going to drop the ball. But if you go back to Henry's live stream, and I can't remember exactly when it was, you'll just have to go rewatch his stream. But there was a message that he showed where it said, I unsent a message. When I unsent that message, it was because I was fed up. She ripped me off. I was mad. I'm thinking, where's my shirt? I need this before Christmas. I already told my son that Skye Frank, Jason David Frank's daughter, was sending it. I need my stuff. She didn't respond. She didn't even open it for 2 days. And something told me, just delete it. You don't know how to get a hold of Henry right now. You need to just delete it and see how much more you can expose on her. Because remember, Henry's videos are coming out more and more. Jacob and the guy that she scammed that Jason David Frank paid back. Jason David Frank's video or voice message or whatever saying that he needs to get his kids out of his will. That's when I seen all of that. And I was like, okay, yeah, she's a scammer, 100%. So
now, here's the thing, guys. When you see me cranking out videos daily, I am in my bag. I am cooking. I am. My personal life is doing well. That's when I'm like in my bag. When you see videos coming out daily, life is good. Life is good. Life is great. When you don't see videos coming out daily, I'm going through some stuff. I'm talking to lawyers, or I'm sick, or, in this case, it was a combination of both. But, yeah. So
let me see what I can get out of her while I figure out how to get his email. And if you go back to and just stop the email where Henry, I think he clearly showed the full email so that anyone that wanted to read it could pause it. But that's why
that's a technique I do. I'll say, hey, here's the long email. I'll put the whole thing up there, but I'm like, hey, I'm going to paraphrase it real quickly because I wasn't reading it.
I headed the email after 10,000 years. I finally found you because I was so stupid. I could not figure out how to click his channel and find his fucking email.
It's in the description, guys. henryresilient@gmail.com. If you want to email me anything, henryresilient@gmail.com. I'll read it. Now, if you sent me something that I didn't read it, let me know. It could be in spam because ninjas be trying to scam me.
Send it to him, the screenshots to him. So that was really just on me. And like you can see the conversations get more and more dry as time gone on. Now, am I gonna say that I didn't try to be her friend and I didn't try to like actually help her? Because I did. I tried to get her a job. I tried to be there for her as a friend, because even though I was watching Henry's videos and everything that was coming out, I know what it's like to lose a parent. And like, granted, I didn't know about the diss song or any of the stuff before. I felt like she was just a person that lost her dad that was just lashing out like a child, like my son was doing. I was quite literally watching him lash out and go through a hard time. And I've even had a hard time, even though, you know, me and him didn't grow, you know, get along or have a good relationship. I've even had a hard time. So, and it's just in my nature to just see the good in people and try to help people be better than they are. Because, I mean, isn't that what we all learned from Jason David Frank? If there's one thing that anybody learned from Power Rangers, for all the hundreds of kids that got into martial arts because they were bullied and because Jason David Frank made them think that they could do better. I mean, what's the one thing that we learned is that you can't give up and that you can always redeem yourself no matter, you know, what you've done. You can always redeem yourself and do better. And like, there's things I've done that I've regretted, and I know I've never been a perfect angel, so I always try to give people that chance, which is why I offered her a job. And she did confide some things in me, and we did have good, friendly conversations, which is why she got mad and said I pretended to be her friend. And there's another message where she's like, you know, thank you.
She pretends to be everyone's friend. When you see these next set of text messages, she's going to break down literally how she gets these guys to send her money. It's going to be like a step-by-step tutorial.
Thank you for your kind words, because she did kind of tell me about how, like, you know, she doesn't want to live and she's suicidal. And I've went through the same struggles. I think we all do simultaneously. Some are just more willing to admit it than others. But we had some good conversations, but eventually they just went dry. And I think that was after she realized I was not going to send her money. After, you know, the 4 or 5 times that she asked for like gas money and do you want to buy different merch, even though I haven't sent the original merch, or can you buy me groceries?
Yo, that shit's wild. Could you imagine you send somebody some money for some merchandise and then months, damn near almost months go past, they don't send it and they say, hey, do you want to buy this new set of merchandise? Hell no.
Whatever. I was never about to send her money, and my girlfriend was in on the messages the entire time. She knew what was going on. But eventually, that's why you can also see when I sent her the picture of this, I ended up getting this because I knew the shirt wasn't coming off of eBay off a guy that had pictures with JDF, and he had an authentication receipt. It's the Legacy Dagger signed by JDF. I ended up getting that off of eBay for $400. And sending her a message that Henry did show. He just didn't read it when he went through it. That said, hey, I got this dagger for my son. I told him you sent it.
Guys, when you're a content creator, the meat and potatoes is Skye scamming. Now, as wholesome as it is that he got his son this dragon sword, no one really, you know, people like, no, Ninja, we want to hear about her asking you for that tax return. We want to hear about her asking you for groceries. We want to hear about her asking you for whatchamacallit, Dragon Dagger. We want to hear about that. We don't want to hear about the Dragon Dagger you bought for your son.
Don't worry about the shirt. And I was ready to just be over with by then, because I was over trying to find Henry's email. I didn't want to have to dig anymore. And like I said, it was like $75 or $90, whatever I fucking sent her. I don't fucking know. But none of that mattered to me. I was just trying to get something for my son. That was the main goal. So regardless whether it came from her or wherever it came from, I got my goal. So once I ordered that, I was like, you know, if I don't find Henry's email, you know, whatever, someone else will expose her. And I let it go. Well, she just kept going. She would like text me like about the Shein apps and like, hey, can you buy me groceries? And, you know, hey, can you give me some tax money? I'll film some OnlyFans content with you and pretend I don't know you have a girlfriend, even though months before I sent a picture of my family. I am not a cheater. I don't get down like that. And if that's not, even if I was, I'm completely happy.
Bro, she offers everyone OnlyFans contents. Everyone. And what I'm starting to think and what I'm willing to bet is she recycles the OnlyFans content that she sends people. Literally old videos like, hey, here's some free content. Here's some free content. Here's some free content. I've seen her do it like at least 2 times so far, but I've never seen the content. So I can't confirm, but it's what I suspect, that she's sending everyone these same stuff.
With who I'm with, and that is besides the fact that she is super ratchet, and me telling her not that you're not unattractive, with me just being a nice guy. Like, I'm not gonna be like, you're ratchet as hell, I don't want anything to do with you. But yeah, she's super ratchet. I wouldn't have touched it with a stolen dick wrapped twice. But anyway,
I looked at it as I have an ATM between my legs, and I'm just using it. All I got to do is put my card in, and that's it, and put the PIN number, and boom, money just comes right out.
After, you know, she realized that I wasn't going to do that, I think is when she went dry and stopped texting me. And I was just going to, like I said, I got my dagger. I was going to let it go. But I did. If you go back to any video from Francis or Henry, anything to do with Skye or scams, I said multiple times, hey, I have screenshots for you. I was just trying to get one of Francis or Henry to email me so that I could just reply like, here's the screenshots. And really, it just became personal for me after her crashing out at the Comic-Con, man. She's been caught multiple.
Yo, I love this song that's playing in the background. I don't know who it is, but anytime it come on, I'd be like, oh man, this is a banger. It's inspirational.
Times with the fake autographs and I don't remember exactly what it was, but I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. She went off on another fan talking about, you're just a loser that sits down and watch Power Rangers all day, which is why I asked her about the Jeep to see if she knew anything about her dad, anything that he anything about her.
She don't, man. She a grifter, guys. Skye Frank is one of the biggest grifters to ever hit the Power Ranger fandom. Tattoos, pictures, all up, not because she loved them, but because it's profitable. It's profitable. She's like, oh yeah, I love my dad. I miss my dad. Yeah, I'm going to do conventions because of my dad. Grift. Hey, that's the grift. It's the grift. And I see we got Skye Frank in the chat.
Her character or anything. She's like, oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, you remember, whatever. Because I was literally testing.
Hey, don't ban this Skye Frank. All right, I think I know who this Skye Frank is. Don't ban her.
Testing her to see what kind of person she is, and it became personal for me when she exposed herself to be like just someone that is exploiting her dad's death to be like, boo-hoo, send me money. And then I was like, okay, and I started going a little bit harder. And like I said, go back to all of Henry.
Hey, yo, he had to go through the lore. He was like, wait, this Henry guy is on to something. I'm like, Ninja, I've been trying to educate the online Power Ranger fandom, but the ninjas who not on YouTube or not on Facebook don't know. And then you got like pages that don't want to like support me because they like, it's drama. I'm like, you gonna protect the fandom? It's like, no, I'm not trying to protect the fandom. I'm not trying to hold anyone accountable. You know what I'm saying?
These videos about me, or I'm sorry, about Skye. You can see my name, Chef D-Rock, in there. I'm in the comments. But I'm busy at work, man, and I got the goal. I got her to send some cameos for my sons. I got the autographed dagger.
Here's the cameo. Here's the cameos, guys. I could play the cameos. You know
hey, Jake and Carter, it's Skye, the daughter of the Green Ranger. I just wanted to say hi. You guys are so special to your dad. He talks about you guys all the time, and I just hope that you guys have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Thanksgiving, and I know you guys look so good for Halloween. I love the costumes. Rock on, guys. Hey, buddy. Hey, Jake. It's the Green Ranger's daughter, and I
it's the Green Ranger's daughter. Nightmare fuel.
heard you've been doing excellent in school, and I want to send you this video because I've been hearing about all the progress you've been making.
Why she got dookie braids in though?
And I am so proud of you. The Rangers are so proud of you, and I want to encourage you to stay in school, listen to your parents, get good grades, do your homework, because that's right on, buddy.
Right on, buddy. I think we need that. Right on, buddy.
I'm so proud of you, dude. Keep at it.
Right on, buddy. Right on, buddy. Oh, let's run it back for y'all ninjas.
Parents, get good grades, do your homework, because that's right on, buddy. I'm so proud of you, dude.
My God. no. Oh no, right on, buddy.
So, I was willing to squash it, but it's just like, what you're not going to do is try to make me be out to be the bad person, because even though I knew you were a shitty person, and I know you're watching this.
Oh yeah, she watching this now too, for sure. She definitely in the chat.
Even though I knew.
Cause she was like, what's these new messages? She like, another day I keep getting exposed.
You were a shitty person, and that you were doing me that way, knowing that we talked about how I lost my dad before yours, and we connected that way. Even though I knew that, like, I still tried to help you. And what you're not going to do is try to tarnish my name and act like I'm just someone that's here to attack you. You're not good at rapping. You're not famous. You're a scammer. And that's okay. It's not okay, but it's not okay to continue doing it.
Yo, he didn't got Brent out of here. Now he just went for her whole livelihood.
You're not good at rapping. You're not famous. You're a scammer. And that's okay. It's not okay, but it's not okay to continue doing it. The reason why I went live with this was...
Oh, shit. He just went down her resume right here.
You're a scammer. What you're not going to do is try to tarnish my name and act like I'm just someone that's here to attack you. You're not good at rapping. You're not famous. You're a scammer. And that's okay. It's not okay, but it's not okay to continue doing it.
I remember she was rapping, like doing some shit like this in front of a microphone. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what?
The reason why I went live with this wasn't just because you didn't send the money. It's because you are consistently disappointing the fans and trying to represent us and trying to make money off of us. If you want to represent your dad, then you need to be the person that your dad would be proud to represent, not the exact opposite of what he is. And no matter what anybody says or does, Jason David Frank will always be the greatest Power Ranger actor and the greatest Power Ranger character, actor that portrayed it all, everything, all charts, all in 9 yards. And shout out to the Disney Brain. You guys should go check out a video on why he made a video about why Tommy is the greatest character and why he deserves it. So, Brent, I think you should go check that video out, because it's okay to have your own favorite. That's completely okay. My son's favorite Ranger is Jason, the Red Ranger. I don't consistently tell him every day that Tommy's better, but you guys always want to say that Jason's better. It's Disney Brain did a very good video that explains why.
Like, guys, this guy, he does not like Brent.
Jason David Frank and Tommy is the best, and it's very unbiased. And the reason why it is because the Disney Brain explains in the video that Tommy is not his favorite Ranger. So I think you guys should go check that out. But I just can't get behind you trying to act like that I destroyed you and I attacked you when I did nothing but try to help you, and you're out here scamming your dad's fans. You're using your dad's name for clout, which is why you try to project that onto everyone else and say, you're just using me for clout. You just pretended to be my friend for clout. No, I tried to help you. You didn't want to take the help. You're using your dad's dead name for clout. And what you need to do is sit down and look in the mirror and recognize the wrongs that you've done and try to atone from them and do better. And if you're not going to do that, I hope every con kicks you out. I hope you never make another dime off of your Green Ranger pictures and try to represent the Green Ranger when you represent nothing that your dad represented as the Green Ranger. So that's the reason why I went forward. It has nothing to do with the money. Go back to the screenshots. I said, send it, don't send it. It don't matter to me. But it became personal for me. When the other video came out a couple weeks ago with the guy exposing you on your OnlyFans, you're just grimy, man. You just don't. You don't represent us. You don't represent the fans. You've done nothing but disappoint us. And my main reason of doing this is so that every Comic-Con and every event that you try to hold, that you try to make money off of us, kicks you off so that you can realize that what you're doing is not okay and that we are not going to support that. And the same thing with the Karen Ashleys and all the other Power Ranger actors.
Holy shit. Yo.
Let him cook.
He done came for Brent, Skye, Karen Ashley.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
He is not for play. He just like, hey, he the Grim Reaper. He like, yo, I'm coming through.
that want to do the scams and what you're doing, so that every Comic-Con, you just don't, you don't represent us. You don't represent the fans. You've done nothing but disappoint us. And my main reason of doing this is so that every Comic-Con and every event that you try to hold, that you try to make money off of us, kicks you off, so that you can realize that what you're doing is not okay and that we are not going to support that. And the same thing with the Karen Ashleys and all the other Power Ranger actors that want to do the scams and want to care about themselves and their pockets more than their actual fans. And which is, you know, the same thing with like Brent. Like, as much as I don't like Brent's opinions, the thing with David Yost, I'm on Brent's side. Cat Williams said all this shit is up in 2024. It's even more up in 2025. Okay, so we're not supporting y'all, and you guys are not going to tarnish the not the relationship, but the image that Power Rangers and the values that they taught us. Because some of us only became the people that we are and got into martial arts because of what Power Rangers taught us. So, yeah, you've been exposed. That's all I got to say. I was never simping for Skye, although there's no harsh feelings for any of the comments. You guys entertained me for 2 hours? I mean, I was just cracking up the whole time. One guy called me a dumb as bricks 8 times in a row. It was so funny. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to clarify that, you know, I was never.
Hey, he got a fresh cut. I wonder, did he plan to cut for the video? I'm going to get my fresh ass cut, and then I'm going to do the video with my chill guy shirt on. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm just a chill guy, but we got to get these motherfuckers out of here.
Never that dumb. I mean, come on, who's going to literally tell her that, oh, I'm so understanding for a year if I wasn't trying to get, you know what? And that was exposed whenever she offered the you know what or the whatever. And I was like,
she was like, I'll do OnlyFans content or whatever. I was like, hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Mr. Level was like, yo, what?
What did he say?
She offered him whatever. I didn't get no whatever offer. I would have flew her out.
Oh, I'm totally cool on that. So I just wanted to follow up on that. Please don't blow up my channel. I really don't want all kinds of views or all kinds of comments on my channels. I literally do my videos mainly for my own personal self. And I'm not bitching if I get views, but just don't blow my channel up. If you guys have questions, obviously reach out. I'll do another video if I have to. But yeah, I just mainly did this so that the world sees the Skye Frank for the Skye Frank that she is. And I hope that her brother is exposed the same and they can't make $1 off their dad's legacy again, because they don't deserve to. Until they represent what he represented, they don't deserve to make $1. And basically, yeah, I support everything that Henry has been doing this entire time. And sorry if I drugged that along for 23 minutes and 50 seconds, but I'm a little tipsy, but I had to do a follow-up video.
My man got his whiskey, got his beer. He yeah, I'm about to respond to Henry. I got the music on from my kid. You know, his wife is probably there somewhere around. He I'm doing the music. I'm doing this. I got this.
Because I had to let you guys know that not only did she scam me, but, you know, she scammed a little kid that knew that he was grieving his grandpa who did the same thing as her dad, which just shows you more and more. If she was really
it's a shirt. She could have sent that shirt for $5. $5, and chances are the shirt didn't cost the $75 that he sent. But here we go. Absolute scammer she is.
Mourning her dad and her dad's legacy. She wouldn't have done that to her dad's fan, especially him going through the same thing that she's going through, you know what I mean? So I hope every Comic-Con sees her, and I hope you guys call her within the next couple of weeks and say, hey, we're no longer going to have you. And to the rest of the world, I hope you guys know, as Power Ranger actors, you know, you guys really destroy a lot of the things that you did for us kids that didn't have it great growing up. We need you guys to represent. You guys don't have to be the characters that you played on screen, but what we can't do is just represent scams and creating fake movies for hundreds of thousands of dollars and not paying the fans back, right? All right, Henry Resilient.
Shit. Did he just kick Karen's back in on the way out in the last 10 seconds? In the last 10 seconds, he was like, all right, I see Karen, she getting up and shit. She getting up. He no. Let me stomp her out real quick. let me stomp her out and shit. Let me sweep the leg.
Screen. But what we can't do is just represent scams and creating fake movies for hundreds of thousands of dollars and not paying the fans back, right? All right, Henry Resilient Army, take a shot to that. Peace out.
Let's go. He did it, y'all. I think it was a great video. Where he let you know, now, look, guys, if you guys truly want to get Skye out of cons, I think her only convention appearance is at this Ranger stop where they're not paying anything for her. But if you like, hey, I don't even want to see her here, you got a message like Kat and Nakia. You got to message Nakia, really. Nakia. You message Karen Scam and Ashley. I mean, Karen Ashley. It's probably not gonna happen because Karen is like, what? Shit. You know, they like birds of a feather and shit. Okay, I collected $100,000 and didn't put a movie out. She collected $75 and didn't send a t-shirt out. Same thing, right? We both collected for projects or product that we're not putting out. So if you truly want to make a difference, but here's the thing though, right? I already know that Nakia knows about this, you know, the scammer that Skye is. She knows about it. She's seen the messages. She's seen my videos. She know who I am. She know what the deal is, but they'll have egg on their face if they actually bend the knee to the fandom and kick Skye out the convention and say, hey, we're not having your ass up in here selling OnlyFans and scamming fans for fucking shirts for a kid. We're not doing that, but they're not going to take a stance. Some of these people just have no morals. No morals. They're like, well, if we spoke to her. She said she was going through a tough time right now, so we're just gonna let that shit slide. Like, nah. You ain't supposed to let that shit slide.
No, fuck that shit.
When it's multiple people coming up saying, hey, look, man, she got me. She keeps, you know, whatever. Let me know what you thought of my man Chef D-Rock's video, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.